Greetings, it's Doc Griffin, your swing surgeon director of club fitting operations, and it's time for the doctor's house call. We're going to continue today with part 4 of our shaft myth series, and today we're talking about the fact that the shaft is the key component to backspin on shots. And I know you've all heard that there's companies out there producing shafts that are purported to produce less spin, more spin, what have you. And the myth is that the shaft is the main ingredient that goes into producing the backspin on shots. That is false. It is not completely untrue, but it is not the main factor. The main factors that go into creating backspin are going to be club head speed, your angle of attack, the dynamic loft of the club face, and where you hit it on the club face in relationship to the center of gravity. The lower on the club face, the more backspin, the higher, the less backspin. Now, how a shaft can influence the amount of spin would come in particularly with a golfer that holds his release, that is the lag, later into the shot before impact, is holding it as late as he can before impact. That person's shaft will have more of an impact on the amount of spin, backspin on the golf ball than someone who has an earlier release. What's happening is that in the swing, as we start our downswing, the club, the shaft, the club, and our arms are accelerating at the same rate of speed. As soon as you start to unhinge and release the hands, the arms are slowing down and the club head is picking up speed. So you're actually getting a forward bow of the shaft. This adds loft to the club head. So by that forward bow and adding loft, it can affect and add backspin. But keep in mind that this pertains particularly to a golfer that has a later release. The later the release, the more that forward bend is still happening at impact, adding loft to the club head. Someone who releases earlier, and this is unfortunately the majority of the amateur golfer, they release the club head earlier. The shaft's already straightened out and has very little effect on the amount of spin on the golf ball. Well, that's it for me for today. Appreciate you watching. And remember, better golf is just a fit away.